One of the things that got me involved in this is that the organization is super. Anybody who wants to fish can come to a Fishing Has No Boundaries, and we'll figure out a way of getting them on a boat and fishing.
That was Bobby's dream, and he guided on this same body of water for probably 25, 30 years, and we are very, very fortunate that we had a person who had the concern and the compassion for other people.
One man's idea, and look what it's done now.
Gosh, I remember one of the times that one young guy carried around that northern pike all day. He wouldn't let us clean it, and all he did was held it in his hands in front of him, showing everybody. I don't ever know what happened to that pike, but we never got to clean it. He probably took it home and probably still in bed somewhere. But, you know, that's the kind of stuff that makes it. People can walk away from here thinking that I can do things instead of I can't do things. I guess I live by that philosophy, and I've seen that philosophy change people's lives.
Keeping that one.
I think you did.
How big is it? Big walleye? Yeah, nice walleye.
I got one.
My favorite story, this young man, while he was in his early 40s, paraplegic, came from Iowa, and he called me one fall. He says, you know, he says, I was a recluse for years because of my accident. I wouldn't go out of the house. He says, I got coerced to come into your event in Hayward. And he says, I want to tell you, he says, it changed my life. He says, I took my son to Canada fishing. And he says, I literally crawled down hills and up hills to get to the boats and stuff. He says, I never would have done it if it wasn't for us. It's all I need is something like that. It just changed my life. And it changed his, obviously, too.
And that's what Fishing Has No Boundaries is all about, giving them the chance, the opportunity that they may have never had before, or the opportunity again the following year to be on the water and catch fish, or at least make the attempt.
I enjoyed that a lot. I used to do a lot of fishing with my husband and that when he was alive.
Sometimes the people without the disability have a harder time trying to function with us than we with them, because they feel uncomfortable, because they don't know how that disability should be handled. But at an event such as this, everyone works hand in hand, and I believe everybody comes away with a better feeling.
They come and thank us, but they don't realize how much they've given us. And I always struggle with trying to convey to them how much they mean to us.
You have people coming out of institutions, and you got people that own their own business. Again, no one's ever been turned down. You know, if you're breathing, you can fish.